Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing something quick. We're going to be having some fun with Bogles. This is a Hexproof deck. We're running the Slippery Boy, Gladecover Scout, and the Ledgewalker, full four of each of them. And then our whole goal is to just suit these creatures up and swing to the face. If a lot of people are playing around with Journey to Nowhere and Snuff Out, then I figure Bogles is probably a pretty good place to be. And then also we have a ton of life gain to be dealing with various burn decks. So yeah, let's head into the league and see how it does. Obviously we cannot keep this. We're gonna mulligan. Not a huge fan of this one, but we'll keep it. At least we can do stuff. Maybe we get lucky drawn to something good. What time is it over here? 13 minutes past 7 a.m. But I work nights, so I usually wake up at 10 p.m. local time. So yeah, it's kind of weird for me. Times are strange. Jackman, hello. Hey there, handsome. No, it's just Bogles. There's nothing fancy about this deck today. Just looking for some quick games. Alright, so opponent plays Crystal Grotto as their second land. One of the things that I really like on Moto, particularly for leagues, are fast decks. So I do tend towards playing those ones. It's one of the reasons why I love Black Burn, Red Burn, Bogles. If a deck can get through a league in 90 minutes, I'm pretty happy with it. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the luck. All right, so opponent plays Expedition map. They have Power Plant and Tower in play, so Tron is good to go, but this is just a really good draw. So decks like Turbo Fog, yeah, those are my favorite for sure. So much more power and toughness. Can I undo the 6 here? Yeah, I can, okay. I'm gonna put the extra creature on the board. We'll see, maybe it's a mistake if they have some sort of sweeper here, but kind of feel like I just want to get another creature on the table so that I can get as much damage in as possible. They do have the potential to gain some life here. And I don't know what else they have access to. But I figure more creatures on the board, probably better in this situation. I'm empty-handed here, so I can hit F6. I don't need to hide any information. There's nothing I can possibly do. Everything I have is already on the table. So let's save our clock, play quick. That's one of the things I'm about today. Quick play. Mystical Teachings, what does this get? A fog? Is this like one of the classic Tron decks from like 4 years ago? Weather the Storm. Okay, yeah, Weather the Storm, not as bad as Moment's Peace. Still, this is quite a few spells. Gonna want to draw an aura here, I think. How much life is this? 12 life? Go up to 15. We have 9, 10, 11. Oh, what a draw. I don't think any of the sideboard here is actually going to help us in this matchup. I guess we'll just resubmit as is. I just want to be the fastest deck I can be in this matchup. Yeah, I'll just wait here for Mo while the opponent finishes their boarding. We oogling the Bogle today? Always. Oogle the Bogle. I think that this deck, similar to Blue Fairies and Burn, is one of the pillars of the format. The deck has been good for such a long time. It continues to be good, despite changes to the format. Just a very strong option. Oogly boogly. Oh, opponent taking quite a bit of time to make their decisions for boarding here. But you can't blame them. They have the time that's allotted, so that's what they get. Easy mulligan here. No lands. And opponent is on the mulligan as well. The one land is a plains. If it was a forest, we would be fine. And no, this is an Ash Barrens. Opponent is mulliganing all the way down right with me, though. They're also going to 4. And this is not very good, though. We have no creature. And this doesn't get a creature. We have to keep it, though. Alright, so keep one of each color. Keep Ethereal Armor. I would have kept the Commune with Spirits if it got us a creature. I think it's only, what, it's Aura land, right? Or did I just screw that up? Okay, opponent finds a land with their chromatic and anachromatic star. What else do they have? Cracks the chromatic star for green mana and doesn't find anything to cast. No creature over here. We'll play our land and pass. Titan, cheers. Well, I mean, technically we have one for one more mana, but one more mana is asking a lot. There we go. I'm going to put the Ethereal Armor onto the Bogle here rather than the Cartouche so that we can be larger than Sweepers. Alright, so they managed to find Tron. Turn 4 on their mulligan to... What was that? A mulligan to 3, I think? Oh, the Innocent Blood. That's brutal. If we had gone Cartouche, we would have been fine there. But I was not thinking about Innocent Blood. Why would I be? Maybe from the Polluted Mire? Well, you know, Polluted Mire also gets Arms of Adar. So yeah, they were able to Deadly Dispute, Chromatic Star, put out a Nicker Wellspring, and meanwhile we're finding nothing. All came down to that one decision, Ethereal Armor or Cartouche. Goes gets Crystal Grotto to scry, also make any colored mana. Card on top, that's terrifying. Multi 4 because no land, and it's just been perfect draws. That's magic for you. Ooh, Conjurer Bauble. Wonder if I was totally wrong about what kind of Tron deck they are. Maybe they are the new Tron deck. Goes gets another Crystal Grotto. How about a critter? Just a little critter. No critter. On the upside, they don't have a lot of resources anyways. They only have 2 cards in hand. We find a critter. But they have Diabolic Edict. No! They only had 2 cards, but one of them was really good. Is this another Deadly Dispute? They got the right mana for it. No, no, this is a Mystical Teachings. What does Teachings go to get? I mean, Deadly Dispute would be actually pretty awesome here. Yeah, they go get Deadly Dispute. Sack Wellspring, draw 3 cards. Seems really good. People are running Edicts as well for Terror. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, Flashback Mystical Teachings, yep. Get Deadly Dispute, maybe sack Treasure, yep. Sack Wellspring, Deadly Dispute again. Up to 5 and then up to 6 on their turn. Wow. Well, that is really impressive. So much for my fast match. Alright, with Diabolic Edict and Innocent Blood, we're going to bring in Young Wolf. Have extra creatures. Sacrificing Young Wolf is no problem. Well, this is not a hand I'm going to keep. Mulligan this. This is a keeper, though. So we'll play both of our creatures here. Oh, Utopia Sprawl. Okay. So we Utopia Sprawl here green, and then we still play both. And Ledgewalker will be Swall with the attacks here. Let's see if we draw something sweet off the top. Not so much. They play another Swamp. Chromatic Star, green mana. And Weather the Storm. Okay, that's not an Edict. They do go back up to 21. Find a Gladecover Scout. Alright, let's just play that so we can have 6 here. So opponent plays Urza's Mine. And Deadly Dispute on the Ichor Wellspring. So they've got a full hand. We are Hellbent. Green mana for crop rotation. So now they have Tron. All right, so Expedition map. They're gonna go get the Scryland there that gives them their colors, would be my guess. No, they go get another tower. Just more mana. We find another forest. Well, this is one of the things about Bogles. We really are at the mercy of our draws. Similar to Burn in that way. You know, you live or die by your top decks. Okay, they already had a Crystal Grotto. Top decking lands just like Burn, exactly. That's how Burn does it. That's how we're going to do it too. Deadly Dispute on the Ichor Wellspring. Draw 3 cards. And 6 mana. They have a treasure token here as well, so they could cast Altasaur. Oh, Serene Heart. Opponent is ready for Bogles. That is not a card you see too often. And yeah, as a Bogles player, you never want to see it. Okay. Get in for some more damage. Put him to 5. Pass the turn back. They have 8 cards in hand. This is going to be their big turn here to turn everything around. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Vanguard Marauder, gain 5 life anytime anytime an artifact goes to the graveyard. Treasure token, expedition map. Not to mention all the other things they're doing. This thing here is set up to gain large amounts of life. Gonna need to find a mask or ethereal armor ASAP if we're gonna have any chance to stick in this game. And I don't think we're going to be able to time the opponent out either. They've got over 10 minutes left and a 5/5 creature. Oh, they used Innocent Blood and sacrificed their creature. That was a mistake. trading Fengren Marauder for one of my random 1/1s does not seem like the way to win this game. Leaving this on the battlefield felt like the way to win the game. So they frantic salvage, put a bunch of their artifacts back on top. They're going to be able to cast and recast again, making a bunch of golems. Fortunately, Ledgewalker is going to be unblockable by golems. Yeah, honestly, if they still had Fengren, I probably would have conceded here. They were going to gain so much life this turn. Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty good draw. Going to be able to protect ourselves from a sacrifice effect or two, depending on which ones. They could do something like Innocent Blood into whatever that edict was, this instant speed. So while this is undying, they could take this out. That would only cost 2 cards. So Conjurer's Bauble puts Weather the Storm back into the deck. Opponent was lamenting their misplay there with Innocent Blood. Um, just letting me know in chat that they knew they made a mistake, and that's what happened. We won here because the opponent blundered, and we take those. This looks good to me. Yeah, not too much value out of that chest. That's okay. So we're playing against Kuldotha Burn. Guten Tag. Okay, find a Ledgewalker. Looking for some more auras now. Specifically looking for Armadillo Cloak. We'll have, I think we have 3 copies of Lifelink in the board. Yeah, we have 3 copies. And we also have some protection from red birds that could help out. No lifelink in the main. We do have cards that do that, but Armadillo Cloak. Hmm. Just throws out a Bushwhacker, just like that. I'll trade one of my creatures for the Bushwhacker, half the damage. Cloak, here we go. That's pretty much GG right there. I'm gonna take a land out of the deck and get our F6 value. Am I dead? No, I'm not. Okay. Even if they have Fire Blast, it's still off by 1. Wow, what a game. I thought it was a sure thing, but they got me down to 1. Ridiculous. We don't need Cartouche of Solidarity. They're not going to have any kind of edict effects. Hmm. Could bring this in as a lightning rod. I think it would probably be better off, though, just being aggressive. You know, just to make sure that a lightning bolt goes at the standard bearer instead of our face, for example. One land hand, it's an Ash Barrens. Not going to be keeping that. This is a keep. I think we have everything we want here except for land. Just going to get the F6 value. Go get planes. Then next turn we can play Bogle Ethereal Armor. Ooh, this is a powerful start from the opponent. Gonna want planes off the top here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take all this damage. So much damage. And we have to take it all. And I think we also have to attack here. I don't think we can keep it back as a blocker. They could just 2-spell and kill us. Too bad it doesn't have Vigilance. Maybe we did have to keep it back. I don't know. It is like just so much damage with these Swift Spears. Oh, that's true too. That's true too. Any spell to kill their Swift Spear. So yeah, attacking was the right thing. I mean, Fire Blast as well. So they do have a couple of hits. Gallop Blast wouldn't work with the current configuration. 2 cards left in hand. We could be dead here. I think Bolt, Bolt, or Bolt, Fire Blast. Fire Blast, Fire Blast. Any of those things kills us. Okay, another Flame Breather. So you're saying there's a chance. Just one off of lethal. I mean, they do have blockers here as well, so even if it was 14, we wouldn't be able to kill. But this is a big life swing. Put them to 1. We're back up to 20. They do have a powerful board, but they don't have a lot of resources left. They only have 1 card in hand. They can trip a Synthesizer here for 1 more card. I think we lucked out, though. And there's no Deflecting Palm in Pauper. Now they're thinking about it. Thinking about if there's any way through here. Trying to find the play. Think that you play the Kuldotha Rebirth out of your hand, sacrificing a Synthesizer, and then flip Synthesizer, play Synthesizer, flip Bushwhacker, play that. Maybe another Rebirth in there somewhere, somehow. All needs to start with Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay, so they trip a Synthesizer. I'm going to F6 here. Reveal Lightning Bolt. Yep, here's a Bolt. Whole lot of damage. 5 from the Bolt and 3 more from the Swift Spears. Fortunately, we do have a block for 1 Swift Spear. No, we don't have a block for a Swift Spear. 9, 10, 11. Go to 1. Whew, what a game. Nail Biter. That end of festivities was very nearly just... wow. Good game. This is a nope. This is fine. Alright, so we're probably playing against Dimir Terror. We're going to go green with this. Are we... I think it's better in the long term to go green with this. We can get white mana from this later. They're holding up Counterspell, but we have 2 creatures. Okay. If we draw a land here, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Not a land. Can find a land, though. Oh, apparently it doesn't find a land. We get Utopia Sprawl, which is more mana. Pretty brutal, though. Missing on this. Top 4, no land. But still, it takes all those known lands off the top. So we're that much closer to the land that we require. No Spell Pierce. So they've used 2 counter spells so far out of their top 14 cards. They reveal a Preordain with the Augur. And they, again, hold up 2 mana, representing Counterspell. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only actually can cast one of these spells. They actually have a 3rd Counterspell. Damn. They couldn't possibly have the 4th. Of course they have the 4th Counterspell. This has first strike, so even if they double block, we get the better end of that. Four counter spells in the top 14 cards. Wow. They had exactly what they needed. And then into a Chainer's Edict. Give me a break. They stabilize at 1 life. And right on time, Cartouche of Solidarity. Thanks. Just perfects from the opponent here. Sometimes it's just that's what happens. So close and yet so far. I guess it serves me right then for playing Stinky Bogles. This is Karma. See what they have on the sideboard. Fumes, Arms of Adar, Unexpected Fangs. So they got more Chainer's Edicts. That's pretty much it. It's pretty good though. Obviously, this isn't the same deck they're running, but something similar. Yeah, keep this. I would love to put that Utopia Sprawl onto the forest, but now is not the time, unfortunately. I want to get my 2 creatures out so they can't Edict, and then we can Ancestral Mask so they can't sweep. Oh, but they could have Counterspell here. I think at this point the Augur is better. Oh man, there's gonna be Counterspell into Sweeper. I'm gonna be crying. All right, we're gonna leave the Slippery Bogle in hand, so if they do sweep here, I'll be able to play Bogle into Mask. Of course, the opponent can have counterspells in 2 games in a row that way. They're just gonna have perfects the whole time. Oh, they find Cast Down for the Young Wolf. Attack for 8. And looks like they're just gonna take it. All right, looks like they're holding up Counterspell. And they go to 2. All right, so Cast Down on the token. Tolarian Terror. Trample? How about some Trample? That's Trample. Okay, going to game 3. See, they only had one counter spell that time. We do a little bit better when they only have one counter spell instead of 4. No, this is a mulligan. Opponent is keeping 7. This is another mull. This is another mull. This is a keep. I want to keep this, and I guess one of our creatures. Gladecover, I guess. I was afraid of that. You got to play through one thing or another, right? Am I going to play around Chainer's Edict, or am I going to play around Counterspell? Try to play around Counterspell, then I got hit by Edict. Oh, that's a lucky draw. Counterspell. Well, they've had some really good cards so far. The cards they revealed. Chainer's Edict, Counterspell, both very good. Yeah, Arms of Adar could be coming out here. We are way on the back foot over here. Just hoping that opponent doesn't really have anything. Like, we can play Ancestral Mask. It doesn't do anything for us. It actually does nothing. It would be a liability to play it, if anything. I think we just attack for 1 pass. If I play Ledgewalker, it puts the second creature vulnerable to a sweeper. Definitely in a very awkward position. I just felt like there were so many ways to lose the mask and get no value. They could have Sweeper, they could have Edict, and we get no extra damage from it. At least on this turn, we get a little bit of extra damage. And we're protecting our creature from Sweeper. Augur of Bolus reveals Frantic Inventory. Fuck. They had a Chainer's Edict the whole time. I mean, we're drawing a lot of creatures here, but opponent is drawing all these sacrifice effects as well. They are ready. Where were you before? Counterspell the Young Wolf. 2, 3, 4, 5. Augur of Bolus into Chainer's Edict. No, Unexpected Fangs instead. Frantic Inventory, draw some cards. We find Plains. Guess I'll keep that in hand. Would have been nice to have a spell to play here. But, you know, they probably have third counterspell. Ah, right, yep. Yeah, I think we can just concede here. They have Double Chainer's Edict in the graveyard. GG. One land hand, but I think this is good enough. We're on the draw here. We have Commune to find more lands. We have our turn 1 creature. And we find land on top. Love it. Well, that is a lot of damage. All right, we'll make 1/1. If we get an opportunity, we'll use it to block the Swift Spear. Was kind of hoping for a Armadillo Cloak off of that Commune of Spirits. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Two cards in hand, we're almost certainly just dead. Okay, flip a Synthesizer, finds a mountain, and passes back, and we find Cloak on top. Let's go! Always had it. Commune with Spirits. Doing some work there for us. Opponent with the 2 lands in hand. Alright, so bring in the Freewind Falcon, bring in the Lifelink. We take out the Cartouche. This one's pretty close. Unfortunately, our 1 land is not green. Doll of Cutie, welcome back, and thank you for the support. Enjoy those emotes. How have you been? This is a mole. This is a keep, though. So let's see here. Keep the creature, keep the cloak. Keep lands of each color. And then I guess the Rancor? Might be better just to keep the 3 lands so we can guaranteed put the cloak onto the Gladecover Scout. But don't be like wasting time. Oh, I wish I had my 3rd land. I understand that, Olive Cutie. I haven't been playing very much Modern either. Although that's mostly because the YouTube channel wants Pauper. Whenever I post Modern videos, I get no views. The people have spoken, and they want Pauper, and I'm here for it. Yep. And the festivities doing work. Kuldotha Rebirth. And Chain Lightning. I'll land on top? Nope. So this is that situation exactly where I was like, I should probably keep my 3rd land so I can just play my cloak on turn 3. Oops. Sorry to hear that, doll. Modern did change a lot with Modern Horizons 2. Also true, Blubber. Also true. And that might be one of the big reasons why I'm getting a lot more views in with my Pauper videos, because I'm filling that niche, right? Pauper is not a format you want to play, to be honest. All right, fair enough. It's not for everybody. I think it's the best, but, you know, that's just me. Hey, Chuck. Really embarrassed here on not being able to find this land. Last chance. Oh, they... All right, nice slow roll. On a positive note, Cooper's churning out that good. Got all the good for all y'all. No lands, must mull. We got creatures and enchantments, all of our colors. Keep this one. Probably going to want to keep 2 creatures. Guess get rid of forest. Waiting on the opponent to decide if they want to keep their first hand here. They could have just, you know, walked away for a moment after confirming the sideboard. I'll just have to practice patience. Oh, okay, so they are keeping 7. We'll keep 6. And the festivities. Yep, this is why I kept 2 creatures. Oh, they're in a 1-land hand, huh? Alright, that's pretty good. Hey, thanks for the luck. Catch you next time, Doll of Cutie. And thanks again for the support. Yeah, we actually had a really good time last time playing Modern. Played Rakdos Scam. Got a trophy, first time ever playing it. Great time. Ah, we are the scammers. Yeah, it really felt like the kind of deck I wanted to play. 100%. Felt very at home with it. They're going to scoop there. I was going to put Rancor on, but like, yeah, that's fair. Okay. No creature here. I don't think we can keep this because this doesn't find creature. Citadel. Oh, has Parallax switched to Caw Gate? 100% expected familiars. Looks like Caw Gate. Now, I'm not positive, but I think that Caw Gate no longer plays Celestial Flare in the main. It used to be like a Celestial Flare in there, but I think they're playing 4 Prismatic Strands now. They have to take out a lot of ancillary cards. Not a good draw, just drawing lands here. Lands for days. Still, we got a 5/3 trample here with pseudo lifelink. If we can find some more spells on top, we're feeling pretty good. Looks like they might be holding up counterspell here. Okay, so they're coming in for an attack. We don't know what else they got. Okay, yeah, counterspell. Oh, yeah, let's just throw that right into their counter magic. Sounds like a terrible idea. No Celestial Flare. Phew. Like I was saying, I don't think they're playing it. But it was definitely a nail-biting moment. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn we have 6 mana. So next turn we can double cast Cloak and Mask. And then we can beat a single counterspell. We're also just doing large amounts of damage here. That they aren't answering in any way? At this point, they can start gaining life with the Cat Gate and hold up counter magic. Looks like they have other plans, though. Here's the Modern Age. Okay, so if they're playing the Modern Age, I guess they could discard Prismatic Strands here. No, they discard a Squadron Hawk. No Prismatic Strands, just holding up Counterspell. Alright, so we'll cast the Armadillo Cloak into the Ancestral Mask. Both are lethal. Oh, just resolved. Oh, because it's not actually lethal. Alright, I guess you can counter this Rancor. And we gain double life here because Armadillo Cloak isn't actually lifelink. It has a clause that says whenever enchanted creature deals damage, you gain that much life. So yeah, that definitely changes a couple of things. First off, you can have multiple stacks of life gain on your single creature, but also the life gain happens after the damage is dealt, not at the same time. So that's really important with like combat tricks and whatever, where maybe your blocks are going to put you at 0 life, but you're hoping that Armadillo Cloak is going to save you with its life gain. It won't. Oh, they have another land here, so this is Prismatic Strands time. Ooh, just 2 lands, huh? And Prismatic Strands. And that also prevents the life gain. So it'll be a minute before I can gain any more life. Oh no. Can't get any more life. I'm at 45. Might be a problem later, but for now, that's not an issue. So yeah, I kind of figured they would be pumping Sacred Cat here. Gain some life. I guess they just have... Oh, okay, Basilisk Gate. I was thinking maybe they just have infinite Prismatic Strands in hand. Here we go. An attack for 5. They got to keep the Squadron Hawk back to cast Prismatic Strands out of the graveyard. Now, it looks like my dream of finishing this league in 90 minutes is not going to come to pass. So they can start gaining large amounts of life now with Sacred Cat. They have 2 Gates and enough mana to activate both. 1, 2, 3, 4 gates. That's 8, 9 life a turn with Sacred Cat. Of course, they do also need mana to Prismatic Strands as well. So that's leaves them enough for 1 gate activation. I think they can't activate a gate at all now. Still just looking for that Prismatic Strands. They did scry something top, though, so kind of guessing that, they have it at this point. Modern Age discards Sacred Cat. Plays another land, Heap Gate. 3 cards left in hand. And I think they just pass here, right? Oh, they're attacking all? Okay. I mean, obviously Prismatic Strands, right? Alright, so if they attack with a huge cat, I guess we could block with Gladecover Scout. But not having access to anything like Flaring Pain is kind of awkward here. Opponent gets to tear through their deck very quickly, looking for those Prismatic Strands. Meanwhile, they're able to do significant damage with their flyers. This is so much damage. Okay, our life total is a problem again. Guess they have us. Prismatic Strands prevents the damage, and then they just crash in for lethal flying. Good job. Prismatic Strands is a problem. Target creature gets +X/+X. Not target creature you control. So you can bring in Standard Bearer. And we'll bring in a couple Ram through as well. Yeah, Standard Bearer looks pretty good against Basilisk Gate, if I read all of that correctly. Oh no. That's what I was worried about. Guess we die. This doesn't get creatures. Well, maybe we top deck a creature here. Nope. All right. Well, it looks like this is the beginning of the end. Still 3-2, positive league. And plenty of time for another league after this one. We'll give ourselves another couple draws, see if we can find another creature. It's still possible that we make it through this. Just very unlikely. All right, you know what? I think I'm done with this. Let's move on to the next league. I don't want to struggle for the next however long, 20 minutes to try and take the game and then lose it. We'll just start another league up. All right, so this is the deck we were playing today, Bogles, Hexproof, and I mean, Bogles did what Bogles gonna do. It's a very, very swingy deck, and you play this deck enough, you're going to have some leagues where you feel unstoppable, you're going to have an easy trophy, and you're going to have others where you can't win a game. You just mulligan into oblivion, and the opponent has all the answers. I mean, that's the way of Magic, but specifically with Bogles, it really kind of feels like that. Either you just can't lose or you can't win, one or the other. The advantage of the deck, as I've talked about before, it's the pace of play. You're able to play extremely quickly. So there's very few decks in Pauper where you can complete a league as fast as you can with Bogles. So that's one of the reasons I continue to come back to it. Also, just, like on those times when you're running hot, this deck is very difficult to beat. So there's that too. I think that the deck, it's going to remain a mainstay in the format. We're going to be seeing it for a long time. And, I still would recommend this as one of the different decks to get started in the format, because you're going to be able to really concentrate on your own plan. You don't need to worry too much about what the opponent is doing, and you'll be able to learn about the format as you play through all these different matchups. Yeah. The one thing I would say, though, about picking up this deck, especially if you're just starting in the format, this deck doesn't have very many cards that are going to be good in other decks. And some of the cards are very expensive. Ancestral Mask and Utopia Sprawl are both quite expensive Magic cards, so keep that in mind.